Okay. Hmm.
Whee! Cabbage!
That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Finally, a place I can read good book in peace. I can wait to TA. Sure. I'm sorry, everyone. Must be the dust. Get those alligators under control, Maria. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure a little elbow grease can make this cabin shine. You're volunteering to clean, Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. I guess we have to go out to get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew. Let's get up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Maria from dying due to this dust. Hey! Alligators are nothing to joke about, Karin. He's not dead yet, Peepsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Aunt Tolly. I think I'll go foraging outside. It's over 450 mosses, 901 guy, and 70 slime molds. There's bound to be treasure up here. Roughing it is fun. And Tolly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds will be the most delicious. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Even though which one are poisonous, and Tolly? Can't figure it out. You can be the canary in the coal mine, and Tolly. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is... Oh, not Tolly! Oh yeah, sorry Maria. I carried away again. Haha. I'll help Aunt Tolly look for food. I'm definitely better off warding off wild animals. Oh, she is. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some food we brought. I mean, if you don't have food, then why not just go back? You mean the American situation? Yeah, I mean, you can just go back where you came from. Bad idea, chump. Hey, Anatoly and Maria are getting the food. Gregor is gathering the firewood. That makes it, you are the designated chef. Me? Okay, I'll be the chef then. Very excited to try your cooking. Alright everyone, let's get to work while there's still sunlight. Later. See you later. Maria, Anatoly, Gregor. The free exit to cabin, leaving me and Karin alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. Save the game, right click or hit the escape button on your keyboard. Okay. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels, or exit to the title screen, view unlockables. Please note, going back to the main menu or exiting the game without saving will remove the progress you made. Be sure to save. You have any experience making meals? Oh yeah, I'm extremely lazy. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Let me know if you need help with anything. I'm pretty good with the knife. Oh. Kinda looks pleased with your answer. That's just at the beginning of the wonderful relationship. Okay then. Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Alright. The living room started dusting a little bit. Decided to look around the kitchen. Find ingredients for the meal tonight. Okay. The secret may be real. Checking the area more than once. Upward. A dead mouse. Karen's not ready for dead mouse yet. No rice brews. Left. Also. It's time. Trumpets, sound off. Never fear, onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Always merry, raspberry. Cabbage. Potato. Keep and stuff me into this drawer. Pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. Where are some pets? Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret some pet recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. Celebrate, here's your first recipe card. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate, meat free. Attack, don't just come to the drawer. Come pets! Let's move out! Cabot rudely slams the drawers closed. Wonder what you saw was real. You're slightly worried about what it means for your mental state. Only slightly. Hey, you find the supplies? Shake your head. I'm totally lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. Carol leaves you alone. Not to fight with someone wood, yet work on your cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, heat some water with potatoes, carrots and celery in it. 30 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetable aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it about 10 minutes. Onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, heavy cream into the saucepan. Adding vegetables in the mix. Hours pass. We're back, more firewood than you'll ever need. We found some wild sorrel, maybe tomorrow we will have a bigger bounty. I'm totally bearing the lead with a red deer. Maria spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. Yeah! That should come as no surprise. Over 160 species of spiders here. 160? Don't worry, Maria. I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something. No. Almost all of them were near the couch. Yeah! Kirill, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you doing? Привет. I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing, comrade? Comrade Kirill for service, eh? I was going to sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. I'll not sleep on a couch then. There's only 2 beds in the bedroom. That's better, Maria. I can sleep anywhere. I'll sleep in a rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case enough of them swarm the couch. Thanks, Gregor. Karin and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Focus on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Yeah, Anatoly, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Sweet dreams, chump. Turn your back and bubbling vegetable stew and dry a bite. This tastes pretty good. Pretty good. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Wow, it smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. And it takes a bite. It's bland as hell. Caring. It's like every other vegetable stew I have ever had, so generic. I'll probably use some meat next time. Gross! For a side dish, we can bake some bread and utilize the Fragaria Vesca, also known as strawberries, or some yams. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Everyone laughed at Karin's polite ribbing. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. This could very well be the best day you ever had. There you go, the bed stuff. Hey, you up? How do you sleep? I was so warm last night, I didn't even need a blanket. What time is it? But 1 hour until town. Will you two pipe down? Trying to sleep over here. Yeah, could I go to bed outside? Aren't making much noise yet. I didn't bring many supplies, remember? I get a head start on gathering food. I honestly can't see the trees outside right now. My God, did you see any spiders last night? What's a small one in the bathroom? Eck! Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Maria turns a little pale. Karin's messing with you, Maria. Let's find more than white sorrel today. You lucky little guy. He will teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and me, big guy? Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there are many more species of plants to eat out there. Let's leave the fish alone. You know, I'm not into meat. That's a shame. I wake up early to go fishing. What about Karen? We'll yet to observe the trout, at the very least. And we will see more red deer today. That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Maybe we'll find some black fallen berries. I love black fallen berries. We'll be back later. Can you wash our stuff today? Thank you. Thanks. I'll steal anything, okay? I won't steal anything. We need to come in the hop list step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer or some pets. Keep you company. Into the basement. Door that goes into the basement. There's no reason to go in the basement right now. Well, that's a waste. I'm just gonna see. I already did this. What? I'll engage on the left side of the cardboard. Okay, so for the mouse. Is this a scary game? I don't know. It says it was a horror game. It's a pile of Norway screws. Let's skip till... We already been past this one. Robby, Bista boy! Are we gonna skip it till... Then I should remember to save before every choice. So I don't have to skip everything all the time. Well, let's save here then. Let's save wild choices, yes. Okay, Kirill or anyone else there? What shall we do? Talk with some pets? Go to the bedroom? Look around the bathroom. We cannot in the basement this no go. What three choices shall we do? Talk to some pets? Check the bedroom? Look around the bathroom. Which one shall we do? When you make that choice, I can say one more time, and then we're gonna put the title screen. Ah, that looks really delicious. So you're gonna actually learn to cook food here. Okay. I'm playing this now. Oh, what's with you and fistful of frags all the time? Okay, mate, I'm gonna check the trailer. I guess you keep asking me all the time. Gameplay.
Hello. Randomly. Well, it's explode. Gave that one to him. Community's absolutely.
Nope.
You played a game.
Doesn't seem like a game I will enjoy playing, though. But thank you for the suggestion, though. But I said choose one of those three, not the Fistful of Pride. I told you I don't want to play this game. Why are you keeping asking that? I don't want to play it. And I forgot to put on my fucking mic. I got to put on this one. I told you this month is the Spooktober month. It's a horror game month. And I will play horror games this month. Listen to me now. I'll play a horror game this month. This is all horror games. No fistful of frags. Only horror games this month. I'll check out the bathroom. Yep, it's a bathroom. Toilet, bathtub. The cabin and the ring to sink. Open the cabinet? Yes. You can into the cabinet. You found a spider. Pretty small. It's hairy. But too close to even squish. There's a note buried in the spider web. Good day. We have received a fair number of complaints from Ruslana Ulrich over her perceived harassment of her nephew, Marco. Ruslana alleges that you have been frightening him and causing public disturbance when traveling into town. There are lists of complaints to follow. Erratic shuffling, sneering at Marco in an attempt to intimidate or frighten, babbling incoherently. I understand this is no means illegal. I humbly request that you stop immediately. Failure to do so will result in a person meeting to discuss. Thank you for your time. You're not the customer, sir. Take the complaint letter with you. Shut the cabinet. Well, let's see what to check out. You sure this is a... black markings. Doesn't look like black mold. Must be residue from the old liquids. Roger should be coming back in a minute now. I wanna see what happens if you turn on the bath though. Look into the mirror. Yeah, ready. Look at you reflecting in the mirror. Nah. The water isn't coming out. Oh well. Well. Nothing. This is the boy. We're back. Knock it off, Maria. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. You knew the big guy will be so scared of. Shut up. I don't understand. I don't think anyone understands. Can I go? It was just a marmot, Gregor. Not a monster. Maria laughs so hard that you hear rings. Tears are rolling down Maria's cheeks. His laughs is so hard. She's about to hyperventilate. Stop Maria from hyperventilation. Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? You don't get it. It's pretty personal. And please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredible uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries in the cabin. Quite a selection of berries. We also found more wild sorrel. This gonna be enough for a good meal? Ron is looking for you an answer. Decided an inventory of all available ingredients. Takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage roll. You first bring a large pot of water to boil. Let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes. Drain the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, combine the cooked rice, onion, an egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. You use your hand to mix thoroughly. Decide to wash your hands after won't come off. Divide the rice mixture evenly, between cabbage leaves, then you roll them into a tie. Roll them up and tie a string around them, they stay in one piece. Place the cabbage rolls in large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage roll simmer for about 40 minutes. You shade the basket with the liquid. You cut cabbage rolls. Maria looked optimistic. Harry looked skeptical. Anatoly looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. That's pretty darn good. Wow, really he'll eat the whole patch myself. Think the vegetable stew tastes better. I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Put some of the liquid on top of it. Will thank me later. Incredible. It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. It really was something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Lanya, pohoi. I don't understand. Not happening. You settle in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. Day 2. Day 2. Good morning, everyone. Yay. Again, Gregor. Can you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are yet gathering outside. You need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for the last night's dinner. It's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor also correct. They keep precipitation usually high in this area. With many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish not to go out and look for food today. You really think it will flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground. It doesn't mean we are safe from floodwaters. Always possibility. It can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karin! There's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karin. Huh? They won't hurt to prepare for the worst. Huh. I think she's right, Karin. Well to prepare, prepared to fail. Anatoly, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today, The plenty of edible foods. It has the better odds of trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot out the route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. Anatole and Gregor head to the bedroom, consult the map. I see storm clothes. Marie and Karen is still hanging around. Unfortunately, in life, you can't make everyone happy. You have given the choice to speak to a character. Choose wisely. Only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters with unique dialogue and scenarios. I'll save there. Maria is picking through some of the books on this bookshelf. I walk over to her. Oh, wrong character. Karen. Hey, this paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? It seemed brutal. Oh, really? You'll have to share the details with me later. Okay. Karen will not be able to summon your stories. But you still agree you tell her the details later. Karen will definitely remember that. Okay then. We heard a shout from the other room. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Hey, can you kiss something while we are out? You nod. Thank you. Alright everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. Group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. That's a noise. Not like it's coming from the kitchen. A radio. What's going on with that radio? Didn't even notice on the ground. It's on the ground when you locked in. Someone even did the radio here. It looks newer than anyone you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. Very good, Tina. What shall you check out? I wonder if that's the same thing that happens. Tale of a child who said he killed his name 3 times in the mirror. But you can remember how it ended. You're too frightened to even try it. Leave the bathroom a little more scared when you entered. He is back earlier today. Hey. Guardians are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others. But I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing. Less if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. Maria seems disappointed in your inventory management. You tried cooking with a little less this evening. Thank you. You've done us a great jobs with the meals so far. But bathroom. Your imagination run wild staying at the basement door. You try opening and closing the deadbolt just in case. You mill around until the others return. Well, nothing happened there. Poor Anatoly. Karin's snoring is so loud, even wakes you up sometimes. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Will he have the courage to wake her up though? Or really not. We'll wait around for the others to return. so nothing happens. You have nothing better to do. So you try to talk to the trumpets.
Hello.
Hello! Good to see you again. But you abandoned us. Why are you trying to fool them? We had to make those meals you enjoy so much. Raspberry? No thanks. There's vegetable stew? Gross. How did you stunk up the cabin last night? Let us repeat. Onion? Almost smelled as bad as you, stinking. Almost. Are you going to give them a recipe, Onion? I guess. Hey, we're not those 4 humans don't give you any recipes. Those monsters. That's why you should spend more time with us. Right? Oz. I have the perfect recipe for you today. We'll make the kitchen smell nice afterwards. And it will impress dinner guests. Borscht. I'll burn down the cabin making it, okay? You're not. Don't be a string yet. Come back. Mossy out. Hey. Oh yeah, Thank you. You done such a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. Maria blushing a little? Alright, our relationship is stronger. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime. You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold the cooking classes here someday. Really interrupting a tender moment. Other burst into the cabin. Don't be so down, everyone. Got tons of good berries. Yam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. And I frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Krieger. You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome. You're such an optimist, big guy. You must have walked a few miles today. Gotta get sights. You can even see the snow on the tips of the mountains. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. They looked from person to person, trying to determine who that was. Well, definitely Maria. Maria, I recognize that sound from anywhere. Yeah! Guilty. Maria looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say. All you can think of is an old riddle. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it at least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Again, big guy. And it's like, got it. The hunger? Those who has it? That could be hunger. Yeah. It is hunger. Yeah, what's gonna guess that? What's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and yam. You crush the berries in your small mortar. Bestel, spreading it on some crusty bread. You cooked raspberry, yam and bread. I bet a little tough. Gregor, don't you look a gift horse in the mouth. But this homemade yam is to die for. Sorry. Oh, you're right, Gregor. The spread stings. Maria! Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for the dinner, heads off to sleep. Well, if they had low supply, it's really... You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back. And it's becoming a nuisance. Try to see it in the mirror. You can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything. But it won't get off. Pain between your shoulder blades are getting worse. In a minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this. You exhausted all the other options. You swim up to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. Lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the water. I mean, they can't fish! Come on! Get some fish in here! I don't like meat. Yeah, but if we don't have supplies and we are starving, fish is very good food. It won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically. Plunge your head beneath the water. Current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore. But it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostril. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake up in a cold sweat. What was that? What was that? There's something going on. Wake up! Sorry, you were making some strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. Trying to fall asleep, but it's so loud. Let's just get back to sleep. Talk about this in the morning. Except for you. You can't fall back to sleep. You'll have ghost bumps from the nightmare. Henry's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. Don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open quickly and slam shut. Anatoly sounds petrified. I looked at the door and we were completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looked like a sailor's sick warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe a little clear up tomorrow. You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karin. Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him. With water, if they have water, they can make it 2 weeks without food. Yeah, also good at chopping wood though. Knock it off, you two. Mia, you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff. I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. So like you were stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? So why didn't you read it? Heck, I don't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. The picture has some great books on arts and crafting on natural sciences. Well, let them sit there, they are gathering dust. How did you arrive at 27% chance of cleaning up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of the year, multiply by a factor of. Maria begins to explain meteorology to you. He's not dumping any of this down. It's similar to weird. So the first thing you need to understand. Minutes of explanation feels like hours. Look over at Anatoly. He's listening and intended to Maria. So intended he hasn't blinked yet. You can see him inside is straining up. Hair rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Maria finally wraps up her lecture. Ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Puff crowd. Maria, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it, haha. Yeah. Anatoly turns to you. Wait, there's no telling how long this will last. Can't leave the cabin until these floodwater stops. I know I know our food situation is a little tight. I know you'll make it right decision. I believe in you. Me too. Why are you looking at me like that, Maria? Why are you looking at me like that? Looks like we have enough leftover berries. More bread and raspberry yam. I'll pass on the yam. Just give me more crusty bread. Well, except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out through the kitchen while everyone is still talking. You had out some crusty bread and you're making more yam. In the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check on this trumpet.
Hello.
Hello. Don't worry. As leader of the compets, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. The big guy will try to eat me like an apple. Definitely don't tell them about us. Haha, are your plans going awry? Oh ho ho. Got any cornbread classic for you? You hear about the bakery burning down? No. Our business is now toast. I'm gonna eat you, cornbread. That's one been done to death. You know how raspberry milk were introduced? Tell her no.
Raspberry.
Raspberry milkshake. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope, wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. Well, it's well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. And will you win the annual Trumpet Comedy competition this year? Sure. Not while I'm here. I won't shock on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Brad? We still talk about that closing like bread. We're going to do great things this year. Alright, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. Some pets stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine, feast or famine. Danger, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death. That's right. The bets. Move out! Let's see. Somehow managed to close the door on themselves. We bring the crusty bread and yam to the living room. Karen interrupts you as you bring in the food. Look long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left and the mason jar of raspberry yam. There's mold on this. last 2 slices of bread. Harry's right. The hell is the matter with you? Grip the knife tightly in your hand. Think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw this bread away. All we have left. Diego's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm no scientist, sorry. Yes, they will give you food poisoning. Let's pick up as mold as we can. Can't leave the floodwaters, so we'll have to last us another day. Diego seems to engage a yard, eat one bite. I'm not clearly not drink me about a piece like a pack of wolves. This looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and yam isn't much of a meal. It's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Kind of rainwaters outside. So at least we won't die of dehydration. But until this storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. We'll clear up if we give it a chance. Tony, where are you getting that information from? One of the books on the bookshelf about the climate here. You're illiterate, so that's definitely a lie. I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. I'm serious, he pretends to read those books because he wants us to think he's smart. I can't tell, he's just staring at the page faking it. What do you think? I'm gonna say that. Huh. You're funny. Keep entertaining with those books, Anatoly. Rudolph Karen. Found an old picture book in the living room, Anatoly. Let me know if you want it, small fry. Karen. He smiles at you. Yes, let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. Ron shuffles off to the sleeping areas. 6 minutes later. I'm glad you called out Anatoly's bluff. You continue to impress. It's a shame Anatoly is sleeping in the same bedroom. I shall have never let him be the one to share it with me. But what if it was just you and me and you? I'm sure we could study and squeeze a few novels in for bed. You nod. Well, we'll have to see if we can kick him out at some point, right? Oh, you have to tell me about that anatomization book on the bookshelf. Really cool pictures in there. Well, it looks like she has a crush on you. Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson. Okay? Harry walks away, looking very happy. Yes. You're ready for bed and put the blanket on. You go to sleep very hungry. Don't dream the entire night. You sleep through every waking up. That's however fast a deer could run if it's startled. Wow. Incredible. Impressive. I wish we had a deer here. Is the food getting lower? Let's just skip today's meal. No! It's only for 1 day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. It doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself. It's passive aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Greg in the living room, Marina in the kitchen, and Anatoly in the bathroom. hearing. Looks like she's slicing away a block of wood. Hey, can I let you in on a secret? I'm actually enjoying your cooking so far. The others expect me to be rude and mean. I have to keep that reputation up, right? Can't have anyone thinking I'm soft. I'm not sure where this is coming from. Promise me you'll give me some cooking lessons soon. Okay? Not ready yet. So you nod politely. Thank you. Getting by herself. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Wish this rain will just stop. While doing great. We must almost be to the end of this nightmare. So hungry. Me too. You are too. We wish everyone a good night to get ready for bed. You go to bed with a groveling stomach. You have a strange steam. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray. He keeps shaking his head, calling you names. You do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. The anger turns into courage. He pushes you in the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lung, steam sneering back at you. Wake up in the cold sweat. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. The stomach must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. There are a stirring of blanket arms and legs. Maria looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. And a toy bag under his eyes. His storm is too loud. Harry looks out of it. Camis was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Jaeger looks a little gaunt. Got a good look out the window. And couldn't see anything due to the rain. Thanks to observation, Krieger. I was so hungry last night. I get pacing around my bed. When is it going to end? Checked outside the door again. Blood waters kept rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in the rainwater. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? Oh no. Didn't you have the map on you? I think I dropped it. I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it show up eventually. You dropped the fucking map! Piece of shit! Maria and provide the sheet. How are you gonna find our way back now? Well, have to ride out the storm. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. I have actually experience of fasting. If you have water, some salt, no problem. For at least 2 weeks. In no time. After a week, it's gonna be a problem. It looks worried. Go to Dranaria. can tell Gregor's put on a fake optimism and Maria is having trouble. Is Maria then? It's cold as hell over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it? Explained Maria, the size of a person and fat content determine how warm they are naturally. Yeah, I wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world. You know what he wanted to do for a career? Maria does her best Gregor impression. With firewood and gaze at the stars. How boring is that? That's on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Maria blushes a little. You make easier to pass the time. Thank you. You can Karen leave the bedroom. Call everyone together, they look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. One is staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. Bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. So all 5 of you tear apart like a wishbone. Everyone studied the bit of bread carefully. I don't know how long it will last. Aaron's verse eat hers. We choose each bite of you 100 times before swallowing. And I totally choose it cautiously. Opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. And he nibbles on silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops it in its mouth like a cherry. What's gone in an instant? And Crew thanks you awkwardly. It's not much. You run out of options. I wish everyone a good night to get ready for bed. Go to bed starving. Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. It's still flooding. What are we gonna do? Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. 4 if you push it. What is in the concern? Rainfall should end in a day or 2, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. Do you really think it will rain that long? Not totally. It's been days already. What makes you think it will stop soon? Relax everyone, let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's be done tomorrow. Panic slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. You need to survive. Aaron and Gregor began discussing next option. You want to speak with Maria in the kitchen? Or Aunt Tolly in the living room? Let's speak with Maria. Hey, Maria looks relieved to see you. How are you holding up? Better question, how are you holding up? Not very good. That's very sweet of you to ask. Maria looking at you intently. She's just a little closer to you. I noticed you didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually I had to pick it out, the food the others make. But you respected that, thank you. Maria's looking at you with admiration. I need to speak with Gregor for a minute. But thanks again. Definitely, Maria. Remember that? I do check out the drawer again. Mashed potato where the others are. They'll be back. We wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? Connect all over the cabin. Must be some mouse that created them. Something worse. Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out. I have a feeling the potato is telling the truth. You realize some drool is taken out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't ever try to eat me. You're definitely sick. You're dried. And from the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. From ration to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With flood water rising, no food now, I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and the degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy. I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Bennett equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called the basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Dr. H here, welcome, brother from another mother. So, I'm gonna tell a little bit of the story. So they went to the cabin with little or no food at all, and they lost the map. It's raining outside like hell, like there's flood going on and stuff like that, and they have no food left. And humans can live. They are not particularly fat, so I'll say like 2 to 3 weeks without food. 4 if you're really pushing it, but 4 weeks is pushing it to the limit. In starvation, they have water, so the dehydration isn't a problem. But yeah, it has gone about a week now. They ate for the 2 first days, ate a little bit on the 3rd day, 4th day they ate nothing, and 5th day they had nothing. So yeah, it's gonna get very, very bad from here on out. But they should be able to make at least 1 week without trouble. Because I have been fasting once. I've been fasting for 1 week and a half. So I ate no food at all for a week and a half. And only drank water. And I was still pretty healthy. No problems at all. A little bit of stomach problems, but pretty healthy. For the 3 first days are the worst days of hunger. Then it gets easier after a while, but you always have that hunger feeling. The slight hunger. BMR 655 plus 4.35 x weight in pounds. Plus 4.7 height in inches, 18 years. Got it? For fun, let's try it out someone here. Maria. Using Harris Benedict, it looks like she's 120 pounds. Yeah. About 5 feet, 5 inches tall. About 20 years old. I see the numbers. I think she needs about 1,388 calories daily. But that's being abnormally stationary. She had to lay in bed all day or night, just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. She was being very active, let's say, swimming through floodwaters. You need to multiply that 1,388 calories by 1.9. No! They started to talk at the beginning of the game when I wasn't hungry. They called the Chompets, are they called? And they told me recipes for food, and they talked to me, and they told me not to eat them. But he is a little bit starving now. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly. If you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again, okay? You shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I'm hungry right now. I eat them. Yes, I will eat them too. 0 fucks given. If people are starving, I will eat those imaginary food. But yeah, I will wait for a little bit. I mean, no, I won't. Actually, they can go bad. I don't want to ask you, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. He's crying now. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Maria, I need to swim all the time near my house. I'll probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters. Yeah, but it's really goddamn hard to find food while swimming around. No. Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your classes, Anatoly. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy, let me go. Gregory, sounds good to me. Karen, the arm definitely is the longest. They'll probably be the best at climbing trees out of all of us. But that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones. We need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile, cutting into different measurements. That we can come to a consensus, let's draw for it. That dude in the blue shirt does have a pet, just saying. Yeah? Some meat, eh? A squirrel? You speak one from my hand. The short we'll go outside and search for food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch length. You can tell it's the biggest one from the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor, Anatoly, Karin? Will it be Maria? Looks like they got the shortest. Maria, it's okay. I watched Anatoly Forest before. They'll know what to look out for. You swim until you find high ground, then scout the area. And we'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karin, Anatoly, Gregor will keep us alive. I promise. We promised. Everyone watches as Maria leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Well, she's dead. Goodbye. Now we have one less body to eat if someone... I mean, you can eat humans in a very, very serious situations. But that will be after like 3 weeks. If you've been starving for 3 weeks and a human dies, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, right? Not 1 week, not 2 weeks, but at the 3 weeks mark. At the 3 weeks mark without food, you need to start thinking about human food, like eating humans. And finally, he had to yell about how cold the water is. Then silence. Maria's left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. Rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off the bed. Get ready for the bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. 2 women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel. Then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong, you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel your hands on your shoulders, and both of them push in. Familiar smell of smoke, burning hair, as you throw up in the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs and the cabin. Screaming, you chase it through the woods. Your parents chill with the wind. Guests look behind her and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out of their roots. Salt from the ground. Rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you tremble through a field of wheat, Guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. Catch a glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eye begins to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lung. You are unable to scream anymore. You wake up in the cold sweat. Yeah, it's been 1 week. So one person is pretty much dead then. Good morning. You think she made it to the higher ground? Believe in Maria. You too. It'll be fine. Alright, little guy. So what do we do now? We just wait? Karin. How long? Been almost a day since you left. Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. You need to wait, Karin. Wait for what? Nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. I mean, if you're gonna go to a cabin, to be there for a few days, you need to expect the worst and plan for the worst. Brings heap and heap of food that doesn't perish for a long time. Bring fishing poles, bring supplies, bring tools and stuff like that. If you're gonna go to cabin for a few days, you need to be prepared. None of them was prepared. None of them. Where is your pet, blue guy? Where's your pet? We gotta eat your pet. Did you eat your pet alone? It could be days before she gets back. What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Yes. Yes, we can eat mice. Perfectly fine to eat mice. If you're starving. Karin, I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. Mom. Elisa is our involuntarily shaking. Dragon and Anatoly is not in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Maria will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. What do you want to do today? Okay, I'm gonna be telling very unpopular opinion. Bear Grylls is bullshit. Bear Grylls is bullshit. Oh, who did I take? Well, let's take her then. Because I saw him drink water, like water from elephant poop. Like squeezing elephant poop to get water to drink it. It's like you're gonna get a very, very bad stomach. You're gonna puke, you're gonna shit yourself, and you're gonna lose more water than you gained from that thing. And you're gonna die of dehydration because you drank poo water. Because you get sick from it. It's better to go dehydrated than get sick and starting vomiting the rest of the liquid out. So Bear Grylls is bullshit. Hey, you don't have to lie to me. I know Maria's not coming back. I don't know where she came up with her being the best swimmer. I guess the only one who will know will be Anatoly. Last summer, Anatoly will watch her swim from the shore. He could have been a lifeguard. Just a good swimmer. She never went under, but if she did, we'll have pulled her out easily. Why will she lie about something like that? I seems deep in thought. Maybe it's better to leave her alone. We close the door softly. I can't stop thinking about the vegetables too. I'll be fine with bread and yam. I'll be fine with the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I will kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly. You only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake up in a cold sweat. In a completely different room. Good morning. Carrie's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Take up a cutlet of meat and be kicked into cook in the oven. You cooked meat? Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. What? What is happening? You take the shared meat out of the oven, put in the small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, showing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden. You can ration it better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. He's gonna die faster if he's puking. He says this. Gregor wanders off. Another returns looking shocked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes the cutlet from the plate, bringing it back to the group as he devours it. you start eating human meat after 1 week? After 1 week? You don't starve to death after 1 week. You starve to death after 3 to 4 weeks. Between 3 or 4 weeks you can starve to death. Some have pushed like 30 days is the limit around, I will say. Finally, my focus is coming back. I'm going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, alright? Can I leave you with the men? Who do you want to talk to? Talk to Anatoly. He slowly opened the door. Thanks for checking in on me. You asked if he still feels sick? And then more. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where the meat come from. The less known, better, you nod. Thank you. I'm sure Anatoly will remember that. Leave Anatoly to go tidy up some parts of this kitchen. Hours passed, and the meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but they soon will be begging for more. We waited long enough. What's for dinner? Someone explained that you want to ration the meat better this time. There will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. Guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decided to call it an early night? You fall asleep instantly tonight. You have a strange dream. You're having a dinner with a blacksmith. But he's not touching his food. Only light in the room comes from the oven. Clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can force anything, he says. Your eye have been giving issues lately. You reply. Force me a new eye, then. You laugh, but then the ropes comes out. Ties you to your share, the long rope, and prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying. The blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals, holding it in front of his face. You can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You are unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest. As the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils, the blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake up in a cold sweat. Yumsy07, welcome to stream, mate. How are you doing? Doing alright, I hope? Hope you're doing alright. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. Turns to you, not smiling. Takes a look out the window. Hey, take a look out of the window. Do you notice anything? The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. Trailer used to be completely visible. Gone now. Good morning, big guy. Will Maria make it back? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 AM, I can hear her outside. Good to hear that you're doing alright. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get the water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. And she's whispering. It's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Oh. Oh. That surprised me actually a little bit. That scared me. It didn't jump scare me like that, but it scared me a little bit. That face though. That face is creepy like hell. Sometimes I hear her crying through the radio. But that's just a broadcast. Right? Creepy. I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Maria. What is what she would have wanted. Let's get into you, Anatoly. Anatoly's eyes look at you, begging. Bring us another slab, please. Clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anatoly. Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. They are mad. They are crazy. They are crazy. All of them are crazy. I gather meat from the hidden secret hiding place. We cut it in squares. Adding to it to boiling cold from water. It will taste bland without seasoning. You need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunk whole. Like a duck does when he's eating bread. Anatoly creates a ripple in the broth using the spoon. It's in eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Maria. Anatoly begins to weep. Look over to Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. Yes, she has an empty bowl now. Karen starts to staring right at you. How much more meat is left? Explain most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? The summer isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes. I think tomorrow you should look for Maria. Or forest for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after a few hours. Greg is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Maria out there. I think Maria's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. He doesn't need anyone's help. We need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay? No problem, little guy. Huh. Everyone shuffles off to the room, reading books and nicking the best of time. And then we go to bed ravenous. Maria. Something is approaching.
Onion!
Hey! Onion? Don't be a crybaby. It's just me. Onion! I'm going in to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. It's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? Don't answer the Onion. Please? Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses.
Onion.
That was a lie. Fun factoid of that myth. People actually believed in 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There was even a doctor in 1919 who caused a search of people believing it. Anyways, you know what smells like a raw onion left in the room? You! It's been a while since your last bath, right? I can remember. I'll smell you before you even came into the room. Yikes. So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving.
Onion.
Please. We don't need another one stuck in the hallways, tapping on the windows, hanging through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle on cabbage about you. She can be as mean as potato, yet on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly that you care about him, don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They are made of butter slices. I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow. Later. Your mind finally managed to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him. You put 2 dogs at the bottom of the sack and add 6 chicken on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack and the dogs will tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food. All of those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, begin to eat whatever you can find. Yellow cases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. There's an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad, leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like a shattered mead. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake up in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in the corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them from the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. Please keep telling me to come outside. I don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what the smell was. Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. Oh man. She's crazy! She's crazy, man! You can see the glint of Garen's knife under her dress. Has to watch out for that knife. Group disperses. Tension seems to be rising. Come on over to kill. What do you want to do? Gonna save now. Hey, keep this between us. I'm not giving Anatoly a choice today. Going outside. To make myself clear. Yes. Good. Thank you for understanding. And it cracks a smile. Now get everyone together for a meeting. Let's get him to leave. Tell everyone together to discuss next steps. Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's gonna pass out. Anatoly, you made the decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. Promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheek. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy. It's for the best. Karen, yes. Hi. Do you want to say anything to Anatoly? Say nothing. Hi. Goodbye, Anatoly. Bye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. See you soon, little guy. Guess we all can do now is wait. Good night. I didn't tell him the truth. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Shut your eyes, quickly fall asleep. He had escaping from the floor. Found you! Hahaha. Explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. Tall as a tree, but it's a dumb bastard prick. What's the root of that? Haha. Another grown-bred classic. You're being very unpopular right now. There's a tree reference. Get it? No wait, you need to protect Gregor from the red hair movement. Gavish called an emergency Sopet meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? No. Does everyone look like a snack to you? I'm not giving you a choice on this. Let's try that again. Protect Gregor at all costs. No. You fool nobody with that act. You never had a hearing loss. Let's go with a non-verbal answer, alright? Protect Gregor at... He gave me no choice! It's the yeast you can do, right? That bread, that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today. See you around. Brad hops away, squeezing himself through the household with a small pop. You fall asleep, thinking about what Brad told you. I want to see what happens when I do the bad answers. It's laying on the table. You have a strange team. Laying on the table in front of you. Take off the glasses first. Partially cracked. Set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw. You rub the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately. You begin drying the cuts. Towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching. You clench your fist and you're ready to strike. Whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. You wake up in a completely different place. If you see walk or you found some meat. Everybody's still asleep. This will be a nice surprise after yesterday's event. Decide to cook breakfast for everyone, but the meat slice fairly thin. The brownie side of the oven. Smell is unique. Karen runs in the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now. We don't argue. Karen crafts a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Hack. The hungry lady devours it, barely chewing. She crafts another cutlet off the plate and eats it. Thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh god. Already? Gregor looks conflicted. He succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, grabbing a second cutlet. Tears start streaming down his face. He doesn't make a sound. He joins them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. He'll be out here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Harry is sounding more determined than before. I need to lie down on the couch and try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls under the couch, turning his back to you. Harry leans in to whisper, I'm glad Maria and Anatolius are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? He did tell Karen. From one bite, you just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. Took a few nights, but I fought back. And now, it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, and the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Maria that you weren't funny. That's not true. Sorry about that. You groan on me. Karen pauses, deep in thought. But now Gregor can swim, right? He'd be next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. Always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen has your vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. It's a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip in the Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. I won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. His request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Let's do the bad options. And you will, thank you. Let's learn it quickly. Can I ask you a vial of mysterious liquid? He added to Gregor's mug. Gregor, it's been a while since you had some water. Come drink with us. Gregor looks frightened. Can't stop thinking about the little guy. Can't even remember what happened before we arrived. It just never ends. I miss Anatoly, Maria. As our toast to Anatoly, Maria. Always be inside of us, Gregor. Can't change that now. Gregor begins to weep. You're right. We're having it raw tonight, Gregor. What? Eating raw meat is one of the life's greatest gambles. Get awfully sick, or? Gregor slowly puts the meat into his mouth, ignoring the smell. Swallows each bite with a wince on his face. Try not to get sick. Never forget the first time I ate Anatoly. When we were teenagers, I was shopping firewood outside the house, and Anatoly brought over a butterfly net filled with them, and introduced himself and asked me if I wanted to hold one of those butterflies. I never held one before. Told me not to crush it between my large paws. He did have a miniature hand himself, so I get it. Anna, Karin, yeah, what did you put in this water? Will you do anything to save your friends, Gregor? Of course. I guess his eyes started to droop. What the hell was Karen's liquid? It would be best to have an early bedtime tonight. Let me help you under the couch, Gregor. Yeah, thank you, Karen. Gregor passes out cold. Thank you. I'll do the rest. Even if he screams, please ignore Gregor when he wakes up, okay? Don't want to interrupt Karen with this. You leave her alone. Go in the bedroom, crawling into bed. Anatoly slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. I made a lot of bad choices now. Wake up, sleepyhead. You were having a nightmare. I see someone behind you! I see someone at the door. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast with what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. He got out of bed ahead of the living room. Why? A little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandage him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where are my... God, you're stupid. Maybe if you spend as much time reading books as shopping woods, you will have noticed the pages of a bookmarking a necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you immediately drown? You sink like a log. What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, eh? Gregor goes pale. Oh, that's for a big breakfast. Don't try to throw away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of this to go bad. You will have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of this, I'm gonna start cooking another trunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey. All I wanted to do was keep everyone alive together. I failed at that. Are you? Are you disappointed in me? No. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother was always made sure I never went hungry. Chickens, birds, horse. And yet I complained my belly was not full. One day, on my way home from school, I was walking by the old town inn. I smelled something amazing coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag. They threw away a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. It's gonna keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation, haha. It's gonna torture me again. You know that, right? Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabin chills me to the bones. Or what's left of them, please. Consider it my dying wish. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? We watched the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. He's dead. What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of blood left now. Leaves you alone. In the kitchen, try to find the other remains. Gregor. Look at the pile of dishes. Your mind starts to wander.
Hello!
Let's play hide and seek. It's 5 of us to find. Can I find all of us? The red-haired woman still know where the basement key is. And I bet one of us is hiding down there. It's whittling something in the rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait. Aye. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? Right. As a leader of the compets, it's important to you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck. Okay, let's save the game and try to find them. I will play hide and seek right now. Have been neglecting some pets lately. It's hard to play along with them, right? We go talk to Karen in the living room. Look like Karen is just like away at a block of wood. Various remains have been stored for safekeeping. Grabbed all of the blood out of the couch. Save you the trouble. Can I help you? Was it in the kitchen? Can't remember. I haven't seen the key. If you wanted some tests, can help you find it in the kitchen. Decide to look for it. Not many places cabbage can hide. You heard some rustling around. On her. Always pick the same hiding spot. Ah, you found me. Well done. Lead us some bets. Getting through muscles is a chore. Can't find any some bets to push me through. I guess you had to help me out. Or some bets to go. As you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Champettes in no time. Ask Champettes about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. There's nothing but a pile of ashes in the oven. Find the basement key. There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Look behind the cauldron for another one. Can find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. Bets, find Onion. Can't hard to find Onion, right? Then. Come in. Don't be a crybaby. It's just me, Onion. They, as sweet as a sugar king. Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. Dressed in the head and toe in sweat too. I smell you coming a mile away. Gross. Are you scared of the red-haired woman or something? Tell the Onion the truth. Whoa. Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You didn't get the pass. Sorry to hear about Maria, Anatoly and Gregor. But yikes, there's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night through. Well, right? I will probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, didn't mean to be rude. I got your back.
Hello.
Glad to have you joined us, Onion. No problem. There's nothing else to do today. That's not true. Living room, eh? You know how loud you can get. Red, one and only. Come back. Let's move out. The party click expanding. You're getting a terrible headache. Your face is feeling numb. Your legs aren't moving. Oh well. Do some time breathing exercise for a few minutes. That seemed to help. I feel a second wind coming on. When do you get that bread? The bread is up. Struck to the living room. Happy to be alive. God damn it, my English is failing. Bread. Yeah, bread coming out of the mouth hole. Thinking it's sweet time. Found me. Everyone's secretly favorite some pet. Bread. Oh, you love me. Hahaha. My cousin Grumbread taught me that one. He has hundreds. No, thousands of corny puns. He's my role model. So what do you need? I bet I've been gathering some bets together. That's pretty crummy idea. Remember that what happened last time? His Potato? I mean, We all choose to be in that drawer. But this, you're going against the whole grain here. You really think we want to go back downstairs?
Cabbage.
Red, we need your help to help find Potato.
Onion.
Miss you, big guy. Come help. I will never let some pets down. Haha. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. That's great, Brad. Glad to have you on board, Brad. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling? All three some pets are staring at you. Are you thinking of eating us? Yes, and don't lick your lips.
Cabbage!
Snap out of it. You already ate. You're not good for that. You glutton. Holy cow, get them up. They're heavy. Stumble to your feet. Let's have find raspberry and never speak of this again. I heard her over the basement door. Perfect. Some pets. Watch it out. You have 3 pets in your party. 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. Then you pass out, fall on the floor. 2 more to go. Go to the check basement door. Where is she? Feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. The birds outside turn silent. You could hear a pin drop. You can almost hear her breathing. Feel the sudden urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise for you, Raspberry! Oh wow, it's Barry! Nice to see you, Cabbage. He won't leave you behind, Raspberry.
Boy.
Honest, we need your help finding Potato. Our combined some pets detective skills. He's in the basement. Oh yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap, the red-haired woman is coming over here. Some bats! Let's hide out! All 4 some bats will quickly escape. Pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Gehring creeping up behind you. Found you. You see the knife out the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Karen drops the knife on the floor, walking over to hold you in a loving embrace. I can't wait any longer. Tell you that I love you. Gary looks in your eyes, laughing, and she says it again. I love you. The first time in ages, a genuine smile appears on your face. It was Karen all along. Your soulmate has finally been found. Create a new life together, devouring hundreds of men, women, and children. Laws and governments are powerless to stop your wrath. Investigation into the cabin always results in another meal for the both of you. Your partnership is beautiful. All that oppose you perish, and it helps you with butchering so your arthritis gets relief. You work together beautifully, making the world a terrible place for future generations. One day, Karen becomes ill. Try everything to prolong her life, none of the method works. Karen can no longer walk around the cabin. Her condition worsens. Keep her bound to the bed. You bring her borscht, deli. You can barely eat a bite without caution. He ain't unable to keep down the fresh cut of meat anymore. He's seriously ill. One day, she calls you over to her deathbed between gasps for air. Her eyes are filled with terror, but less than once she sees you. Ellen tries to say your name. Can't get it out. I love you. You nod, crying softly as she tightly grips your hand in fear. Your tears fall on her dress as the blast of Karen's air hits her lung. Her hand slowly lets go of yours, dropping to her side. You take the knife and wrap her hands around it. I think in the middle of her chest, Erin. You were a true cooking companion. I'll tell you a story. But do you promise not to laugh? I almost died when I was 6. It was probably the coldest winter on record. My parents and I were snowed in. At first they had enough wood, but that ran out. My father, for their wedding day, chopped down one of the biggest trees in the forest. He spent months whittling it down, cutting the pieces carefully, measuring the armrest. They fit perfectly. Bending it down, not even a splinter would come out. He named it Mother's Chair. Every Saturday, he washed her feet while she sat in it, whistling a tune his grandmother taught him, looking deep into her eyes as he rubbed her ankle. It took him weeks of working on it in secret. He was hyperventilating when he was then smelling it. His heavy breath was foggy cloud. His tears were freezing to his cheeks. Fire only lasted 2 days. Later, the frostbite turned his fingertips completely black. He tried almost as hard over his fingers as he did to the chair. After a while, when the food was running out, he began to search every inch of our cabin. But he finally found what he was looking for, a little mouse. Holding it, wiggling in his hands, must have been painfully. Between wincing, divided it in 2. 1 piece for me and 1 for my mother. How's that for a big breakfast? His corpse was the first I ever saw was frozen solid. Thank you for listening. Well, that was a weird ending. Yeah, I think what kind of endings? There's probably more endings to this game. Like you can build relationships with other people as well and hear their stories. But I wish you could skip this so I can go the rest of the games. Guess this is a little bit slow. What if they have hundreds of thousands of backers and we have to see through every name? If there were hundreds of thousands, like, yeah, you have to see through the, otherwise you have to tab out and quit through that way. It's like, why? Like, you want to play the game again? No, we're not gonna let you. We're gonna let you sit here for 10 minutes. Nightmare mode. Okay, let's see the first one then. The nightmare mode, eh? Wake up in the bathroom again. This is my room. Do you see how dark it is? It's cold. I can look at you. Look at me. Are you scared? No, not really. I am scared. You wake up in the cold sweat. There's a shadow of a girl. The surrounding feels completely different. Maria's presence in a race is beckoning you to follow her. Get up and leave the bedroom. It's a beautiful sunny day outside, but a fitting end to such a horrible nightmare. Get out, head to the kitchen for some breakfast. There's blood everywhere. It will take ages to clean. Take a few bites of the meat. You lost more of your humanity. You stay in the ash pile in the oven. Are they still upset? You head back to the bedroom to take a nap. Which one of them is causing this? Maria? Anatoly? Gregor? You crawl into bed and fall asleep. Wake up, you sleepyhead. Karin? Karin isn't here. Sounds like she's whittling something again. Did she escape the basement? Karin? No reply. Head over to investigate. Another trick by one of them. Who's still missing? Karin? Someone is tapping on the window. Hey Anatoly. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Return, Anatoly. They're getting more bold in their action. You head to bed to sleep on it. Day 666. These are drenched in sweat. You catch something moving out of the corner of your eye. You roll out of the bed to see what it is. It's like 3 AM. Nothing is moving around the bedroom anymore. Use your imagination again. You head to the basement door. Karin's still alive. Cold wind blew through the crack in the door. You wake up in a cold sweat. You wake up on the cold bathroom floor. The door is locked. Did one of them hide the key in here? Where do you want to check first? Most pops and dust gather underneath the tub. Oops. Need to be swept. There's some scash on the side of the tub. Happened in here. How did you miss this? Notice a note underneath the bathtub. 1794. This notice will serve as a summons to Zakopane Court House. You're being accused of the following crimes: public disturbance, foul language and demeanor, refusal to testify at previous court cases, refusal to agree to search warrant of property. The hearing is scheduled for October 10th. Failure to attend will result in your immediate arrest and penalties up to hanging. Sincerely. You take the court summons letter with you. Nothing else to hide. The mess hall seems perfectly rounded. Someone used sandpaper on the edges. Is there some pets to this? The whole itself is pitch black. Will the flashlight be helpful? Might aggregate whatever horror lies in wait. Stick your arm in the mouse hole. Key got to be in the mouse hole. You gather your courage and prepare to put your entire arm in the mouse hole. No. I regret this choice. I regret this choice! Yes. Feel a chilly press of something behind you. Key is pushed into your hand. You pull your arm out, lifting the toilet seat. Take a celebratory bathroom break. Your hands are shaking and uncontrollable from the whisper. Key has fallen in the toilet. Reach in the filthy toilet to get the key out. This is the only way to get it out of the bathroom. Plunge your hand into the toilet, grasping blindly for the key. It's gone down into the pipe. Oh wow! You really put your hand in the filthy back it up toilet, huh? Seems to be a new low for you, haha. Are you finally gonna wash your hands now? The sink isn't working. Oh wow! Will the bacteria be the thing that does you in? That's a pathetic end for such a terrible life. Haha. The key wasn't even for the bathroom door. It was the key for the some pet's treasure box. You really stepped in this time, haha. Never told me I had to rescue you from this. I wanted to let you starve to death in here, but she insisted. Here you go. This is the last favor you'll get from me. Goodbye, wretch. Let out a deep breath and exit the bathroom. It's time to end this. Open the door and get ready for what's next. It's just a staircase, nothing to be scared of. Begin your descent. Spinners aren't active right now, but continue downward. Walls down here, walls down here, the dirt and soot. It's nothing. You keep moving downward. That's far down. The air pressure down here feels greater. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. An jump scare, pretty much. False alarm. Are the spirits below going to spring a trap on you? Like, you continue downwards. You hear something in the distance. A baby. Blood everywhere. Esto está perdido aquí. Estás con frío? Shake your head. Oh, vamos conversas la embaixo, ok? E tenho outros que quero mostrar a você. Delas na para de era sempre hola de passarinho. I see your face down in the darkness, bro. Where was there no final? The face vanished. Hold your breath and continue downward. There's more blood. Something else approaching. That scared me a little bit. This game cannot harm you in any way. When you regain consciousness, you are further down the staircase. You awake with a note next to your head. Difficult to read. You can make out the sentence. Don't get up before Saturday. Take the Saturday note with you. The sound of rain has completely stopped down here. Your eyes are strained down here. Pressure is intense. Feel like you're trapped under miles of ocean. Continue downwards. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right. You navigate the basement blindly till you reach the room 4 directions. You can barely make out the outline door frames in each direction. Which way shall you go? Dr. Edgy? Jumpsy? Anyone there? Which way shall I go? North, south, east, west. Which one should I go for? Any choice of yours? Which one? West. Your eyes struggle to see down this hallway. Strain your eyes to make out an outline of the door. You slowly open it. You wake in a cold sweat. You lie on the middle of the 4 directions. Which way do you want to go then? East. You just run across the large door. Maybe now isn't the right time for this. You walk back to the basement steps. Try to remember why you came this far. Found you. Let's end this. That was weird. That was weird. Kanye escapes down the hallway, leaving a trail of blood behind her. You follow her to the room in the east. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Maria, Anatoly, Gregor, Karin. I'll never forget you. Respect woman.
Cooking time is so much fun and nothing bad could happen. Everything is totally great, but please do refrain from going in the basement. Cooking companions, your life just might end. Cooking companions, don't trust that onion. Cooking time is so much fun and nothing bad could happen. Everything is totally great, but please do refrain from going in the basement. Cooking companions, your life just might end. Cooking companions.
Hello!
Hello! Welcome to Champettes cabin courses. We miss school too much, so we wanted to bring it back. Honest, I'll be playing the role of teacher today. You can call me Mrs. Cabbage if you like. As usual with it, alright? Ah! Can't wait to learn some new things today. Me too. Aren't you excited, Potato? I dropped out of the grade school so I could work at the butcher. That's extremely depressing. Thanks to everything so far. And he quiet because he doesn't want to sound held back. You three are terrible at whispering.
Cabbage.
I never learned their inside voices, Potato. Ha 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 ha. Ever look you right in the eyes. There's no dumb questions or wrong answers today. The Champettes cabin courses are designed to let you passively learn. Your brain is porridge right now, right? These courses will be perfect for you, no doubt. That's correct, Onion. And the best part? No silly humans to interrupt anything. Ask about the dead humans. Those aren't real, silly. Ask about... That's enough!
Cabbage.
No questions about girls today. Good time, I gotta go now. Good night, dragon and draglings. Well, it's a good time for me as well to end it here. It's a good time for me to end it here as well because it's 8 and it's gone 2.5 hours. Tomorrow I will continue this game. We'll see how it goes. And on Friday I will continue Silent Hill 3. On Friday I'll continue Silent Hill 3. So I'll wish you all a good night or good day wherever you are, and I'll see you later. Have a good one out there. Stay awesome and stay safe, alright? I'll see you another time. Bye bye! And I can end it stream here. Silent Hill 3.